We went from $0 to $4.4 million per month in 20 months. And it also sucked. And that's what people won't tell you. Because at the time, I felt like the genius with 1,000 hands. I was in charge of every single department with my wife, and we were basically doing everything while trying to managing and lead, while seeing the company, and hiring, and firing, and training, and onboarding, and dealing with more customers we could possibly handle. Obviously, what it felt like for us was this constant roller coaster of emotions, and I felt like a dancing bear on camera because every time customers would start going down, I'd be like, oh, I gotta go make some more ads, I gotta go get on camera, I gotta go drum up some business. And so this thing felt like this rocket that I was holding on to, and I was sweating, but until I hit a wall and I didn't know what to do. And every time I went to these like masterminds and coaching groups, I was by far the biggest person in the room. And so I was like, what do I do? I don't know where to go. It got so bad that Layla and I, my wife, were walking one day and she says, let's just shut this thing down. And I was like, wait, hold on, this might be worth something. So I called an investment banking friend of mine and I said, hey, if I were to sell my business, like, do you think I could get anything for it? And he's like, oh, you could get millions of dollars for this business. And I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. He said, wait, but not right now. There's a ton of things wrong with it that you'd have to fix in order to get an institutional investor to want to invest the kind of money that you would want to make an exit. And that's what began this journey of figuring out how to take something that just makes money into an incredibly valuable asset that can change your life forever and your family's life from a financial perspective. And everything I'm about to show you in this video is something that we developed at acquisition.com called the value acceleration method. Now, you've probably heard of big companies like Netflix and Amazon and Microsoft being worth 2 trillion, 5 trillion, 1 gazillion dollars. And the question is, how does that even come to be? Like, how can something be worth a certain amount, right? And so we talk a lot about value, provide value to people, make valuable content, right? But when we're talking about value within a business, the person we're providing value to is the investor who's going to buy a share of it. So there's only 3 variables that are really going to affect how much a company is going to be worth in terms of your ability to influence it. One is increasing the number of customers. If all else remains the same, if you 10x the number of customers, you will 10x the value of the business. Sometimes more. The next is something I call lifetime gross profit, which means the amount of profit that you generate from these customers over the lifetime of their stay with your business. For example, if I own a food cooking business and I sell meals for $10 and I sell 10 meals on average somebody, my lifetime revenue would be $100. But if I only make $1 on each of those meals, my lifetime gross profit would be $10. And so if I want to make more money, I'll either have to get more customers or make them worth more. So then what's the third variable? Because this is pretty much all it takes to grow a business, which by the way is what it is. You divide that by risk, meaning how likely is it that this will continue in the future? And so if you listen to Uncle Warren, he talks about the value of a business is taking all the future cash flows that it will ever generate, discounted into the present, right? And so these are the things that are all the cash flow that it's going to generate for the rest of its time. This is the discount to the present. And those are the 3 variables that you have to increase or decrease the value of a company. And all these 3 things put together equal a term called enterprise value, or what a lot of people call EV. So take out your notepad, because each one of these 10 things unlocks another level of enterprise value in your business, and when you get them all right, you make a lot more money. Look at your bank account. Now look at mine. Now look at your bank account. Now back to mine. Sadly, it doesn't look like mine, but it could if you joined Skool. Come with me. Where are you? You're at a party, but not just any party, your party, and you get to decide who's invited. You can come in, my dear. You cannot. Give me your money. And because it's your party, it can be free or it can be paid. It's up to you. And you're talking about whatever you want to talk about because it's your party. Learning and having fun. Fun. But don't believe me, look at these numbers. This is the real leaderboard from last month. And sure, I could talk about Bill, who's making $62,000 a month, helping people bookkeep better. Or Jamie, helping women invest, making $41,000 a month. But what about the average school community? Well, the average paid community makes $1,360 per month. How about them apples? What's that? The ticket to the thing that you've always wanted to go to. My headquarters here in Vegas. Become one of the top 10 communities and you can fly out. Look over there. The ticket is now a torch. No, it's an engagement ring to the business of your dreams so that you can marry it forever. Because 1 out of 2 businesses on Skool create money online. Anything is possible on Skool. Click the link to start for free.